Are you looking for the best gift ideas for the angler in your life? Look no further, because here I am today talking about some of the best gifts for your budget. Make sure you watch till the end to see me unwrap this gift which will inspire you when you're buying your gifts. I have actually no clue what's inside of here. Everything in the video today will be linked in the description, so make sure to go click on them links and buy from there. If your budget is below £15 or you're looking for a few stocking fillers, then I've got you covered. First of all, we have gloves. Gloves are great in the winter, as the worst thing that can happen when you're fishing on the bank is your hands get cold. And once your hands get cold, you really don't want to do anything, as they sort of feel numb and you can't really, put your strength into something. Let's say you're making a solid bag, you can't just quite get that tightness. Gloves are also a good thing, as when you're trying to sleep, if you're night fishing, they'll keep you warm. This one comes with a snood. Now another great example of how to keep you warm is the Parker Baits beanie, as this Parker Bait beanie is one size, but it keeps your head so warm. Honestly, it's the best beanie I've ever had on my head. Another good gift is a baiting towel. Now this, when you're spodding or your hands get wet after a fish, it dries your hands off. So that, for example, if you're spomming, you get a bit of food, bit of maize sauce on your hand, just wipe it off, you dip your hand in the wet bait bucket, sort of with water and that, and then you use the baiting towel to dry them off, gets all of that excess water, slime off your hands, so you're ready to cast out next. Another great gift under £15 is the Ridge Monkey Thermo Mug. Now this is a great product, as in the cold wintry days when you have your hot chocolate, your coffees, your teas, it keeps them warm. For instance, if you get a run and you're catching the fish, you've got it in the net, got her out, had a few pictures, slipped her back, your hot drink will still be warm. We're moving on to the £50 range for those that have £50 spare for the gift for the angler in their family. First of all, we have a Bright head torch. Now this is going to be very, sort of good for you in these night fishing days, as sort of you need to see what you're doing. And if you can't see what you're doing, you're not 100% on the spot, not 100% doing it correctly, if you know what I mean. Because in the daylight you can see exactly what you're doing, but in the dark, if you've got no head torch, not a bright one, you won't be able to be 100% on what you're doing. Another product is the Parker Baits AeroPress. You can make your coffees very quickly through this AeroPress, and they taste a lot better, I can tell you that. This is a great product, as if you're not looking to waste your time when you're fishing or making coffees, hot chocolates, then this is the product for you. Hold on. I know what it is. I think I know anyway. Another great product for your £50 range mark is a cool box or bag. Now, these are crucial sort of in your summer fishing, literally all year round. Because even if it's hot, cold, you want your food and drink to be at the optimum temperature so it's safe for you to eat and drink. I know it might take up a lot of room in your bivvy, but trust me, it is definitely a +1. You definitely want to get one of these cool boxes for sure. Another sort of range of products is pans for your fishing. A few examples, they've got a Ridge Monkey toaster, like maker pan thing. They've got loads of different pans. You can cook like eggs, beans, burgers, sausages, all in one pan. Now these are great, as they save you so much time. If you was to do it separately, it would take double, if not triple, the time that you're taking normally. Another product is scales. Now I think these are around the £50 mark, if not a little bit more, and these are called Reuben Heatons. I've got limited edition ones, I think, the England ones maybe. Now these are crucial, as you really want to know what size your fish is. You don't really want to lie to yourself about how big your fish is, else you're just cheating yourself really. Now I think scales are a big plus, as you get to see your successfulness, you get to see what you're catching. We're moving on to the £200 mark. First up, we have fishing boots. Now these are good, as if you're not able to buy waders and you just want, sort of that big of boots, like I've got the Nash zero tolerance ones. These are good as keep your feet warm. You can step in the water if the water's not too deep. If you don't like wearing boots or trainers and you don't want your feet getting wet, then boots are the one for you. Next up, we have a deeper. Deepers are around the £200 mark, I think. My good mate Ben from Parker Baits has a discount code for them. So if you DM me privately, or even if you message on the comments in this video, I'll get that code sent over to you so you can get your deeper cheaper. Like that alliteration. Now, a deeper fish finder is good, as in the winter, you know, the fish don't move around as much as usual. So this deeper allows you to find the fish and allows you to get on the fish as soon as possible. This might get you a few more bites than you usually are getting, so I'd definitely have a look into that one. Next up, we have fishing chairs. Now, this isn't a must, you don't need to have it, but, you know, if you want the comfort, if you don't want to keep laying on your bed and get, you know, tired all the time, then the chair is definitely a must for you. If you want to sit out, if you're doing a day session, you want to be comfortable, you want to sit in a chair watching your rods, maybe under your bivvy, under your umbrella, keeping you out of the rain. Then a chair, you really want one. Now this will keep you comfortable all of the day. You can fall asleep on it as well. Done it many times. Definitely get one. Another product on the must get for your angler is waders. Waders, you know, you use them a lot. If you have a PB, if you have a nice fish, you're going to want to get in the water with your fish. So waders is a good option for you, as they'll keep completely waterproof, so you can get into the lake with your fish, or even if you're trying to cast down the margin. And it's a big must on your list that you would like. Next up, we have fishing stoves. The stove me and my dad, my brother use, my whole family, we use the Ridge Monkey dual stove. You get 2 of them, I think. And then you obviously get a flip out pan which you can put on both, so you do like double the cooking at the time. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna want a stove if you wanna have a coffee, you know, a hot drink, if you want breakfast.
Lots of juice.
You know, you're gonna want a stove, even if it's to warm your hands up. And another thing to mention is a heater, just quickly. Now, a heater in the winter keeps you warm, and yeah, keeps you comfortable in your bivvy. We're moving on to the above £200 mark. First up, we have alarms. And I know you're thinking, alarms don't have to be above £200, and no, they don't. They could start from £10 all the way up to £900. Now, the ones I use is the Delkim TXI-Ds. It comes at a set of 3. I think they come in at about 550. But obviously you can get a 2-rod one, a 4-rod one, or you can buy them separately. There's loads of different alarms out there. I really do like the Delkims, the Fox ones. My brother's got the Fox RX Pluses. He likes them, he loves them so much. I've also got the Fox MX Pluses, I think they are. And they're fabulous, you know, I had 230s on them now, so I think they're my lucky alarm. Now, next up we have a bivvy. Bivvies can range from around £100 all the way up to, you know, probably £1,000. You don't have to spend £1,000 to be in comfort. You know, the sort of the range mark is around 300 to 400. But if you want, you know, a good bivvy that hasn't got many attachments to it, you just want it to do the job, then around £200 is the mark. If you want a bit more comfort in your fishing, then you're going to want to spend a little bit more. Ridge Monkey have this massive bivvy that you can stand up in, fit 2 bed chairs in, you know, it's amazing. I also do like the Fox Frontier and the Tracker Tempest. Get them up quickly. Mobile anglers can just move around very quickly and also be in comfort. Another product above the £200 mark is a bait boat. Now, bait boats can get really expensive and really technical. You can get some with sonars on it, massive screens to show you the bottom, you know, massive bait boats worth £2,000. But yeah, you don't have to spend that much. Ridge Monkey have got a good one for around £500, and it does the same job as the other one. Sonars is a big hit for your fishing, as it shows you sort of what you're fishing at, how far you're fishing, and it can also just take it out to the same spot every single time and can remember the lake. Now, you don't have to have that. but obviously it will help you. I don't feel like I need a bait boat at the minute. I'm doing good with my spomming, my casting, but I'm sure in the future I would like to get a bait boat. Next up, we have a fishing barrow. Now, a barrow is very key in your fishing, as if the car park is a long distance away from the lake, you're not gonna keep going back and forward from your swim to your car, just carrying bits of gear like your bed chair, your bivvy, and things like that. You're gonna want a barrow that holds all of your fishing gear in one, so you can just do one trip from your car to your swim and then get fishing. Barrows can cost from around £150 all the way up to around £1,000, I think. You can get electric ones, which does it for you. You've just got to like hold on to it. You can get push ones, which are very good as well. I'm sure they're about £400. But yeah, or you could literally just get a standard one with a few bags, just lift it up and off you go. Next up on the above £200 list is a power bank. No, a power bank's good, as when you're fishing, overnighters, 48 hours, 72 hours, even if it's a week, you don't want your phone to die, you don't want your camera to die and things like that. So you're going to want a power bank. Now, I wouldn't just go out and buy any cheap power bank, as is then probably 9 times out of 10 they're not great. Currently I'm using the Atom power bank. It's got a plug socket in it, 4 USB slots. It's got a massive light on it as well. And I think you can buy an attachment which is like solar panelled, so you don't even have to charge it at home. Now, power banks are good, as you know when your phone gets low, you're trying to call someone, trying to film something. Never good, is it? One thing I will say is you need to be careful when you're buying these gifts for the person that you're buying it for. Sometimes fishermen can be a bit picky on what they like to use and stuff. You know, you don't really want to use, for example, hooks. You don't really want to use the cheap hooks, as you know the more expensive ones are going to hold the hook in a lot more better, it's a lot more sharper and do a lot more better job. And another example is rods and reels. You're not going to want to buy rods and reels that person doesn't like. Make sure you be careful. Right then, it's now time to get this bonus gift unwrapped. I'm not looking. What is it? I still don't want to look. Well, I'm speechless. As you can see, just unwrapped a new drone. Drones are always a good key when fishing. And so you can fly up above the lake. Sometimes you just can't see these gravel spots, bars, things like that. And sometimes you can even spot the fish. Since you're above the lake, you can see what's going on below. These are a big help, as like I just said, they can show you spots, they can show you where the fish are, and many more like that. They can show you, you know, if you don't want to walk around the whole lake, if it's a big lake, you can fly your drone, see what swims are free, and things, you know, that help you like that. If you've enjoyed my video, and I hope these sort of gifts that I've said have inspired you, please comment, like and subscribe. Click the link here to go watch the best bait you can use in carp fishing, and I'll see you in the next one. Ooh, bash.